to all of you as well. Thank you for being on here, love. How are you feeling tonight?
Amazing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to Jennifer DeTracy, Ashley, you, Abby McMaster. I loved what you said. Dr. Sam, thank you again for all your coaching. Meg, finally, and also I'm representing my team, VIP Queens. We're here to change lives, impact and income, raise our vibration, and change as many people's lives and their trajectory as we can.
I love that. So, Janelle, how long have you been a part of this team, and what do you do for a living outside of Modere?
Absolutely. I started the products 1st of April. I joined and really started hitting it hard, I would say beginning of last month. And it was like I said, you know what? They wanted me to be 310. We brought instead of 39. And I even said it, I put into motion being the queen of manifesting. I believe in that. What you talk about, you bring about, you speak it into existence. I said, I want this to be a record breaking month. And we did that. What I do outside of this, I'm an 18-time author. I'm a life coach with 20 years of experience. I'm a weight loss success story, and also just here to have God use me to get people to wake up and get to work.
I love it. So fired up, girl. All right. Thank you for that. So, what is a fear that maybe you had to break through when starting this business, if you had a fear?
The fear now, looking back, I'd like to flip it, being the queen of flipping negative to positive. The fear is now that I wish I started earlier, and I wish that I started taking it more seriously. I think we don't know understand the magnitude that we have here with the power of our cell phone. We have opportunities that not a lot of people can get into this opportunity. And if we use it with respect and listening to Jennifer DeTracy and to you and to Abby, like, we're among people of excellence, and you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. The fear I have now is like that I can't get started fast enough. I see such a vision now, because with a vision, you're going to have then the provisions. You're going to have the right people, the right team. And when you have people supporting you, like, Dr. Sam, Meg, holding me accountable for my numbers and impacting people's lives, that's what you need to boss up in life as a business owner. You all hit a plateau. I don't care how great you are, even with my books and my social media and my past key media appearances, whatnot. That doesn't matter if you're not growing. Going back to what Jennifer was saying, it's about growth. If you're staying stagnant, and in today's age, it could just all dry up. You could be demoted, fired. This is something you can't be fired from and only grow in. And that's what I'm excited about. So there's no really fear. It's more faith and walking out on faith, being a woman of faith. I think that's how the enemy tries to stop you getting inside your head, and you get paralysis by over analysis. It really is as simple as, using the products. I like to show that I use them. I bring my empty bottles to all my networking events and I talk about it. And I'm ready to share links. Be ready. Set yourself up for success. And funny enough, I didn't even have boards until today. I was like, Meg, I'm trying to get into boards. How do I do that? So if you talk to people and you know the product from searching a YouTube or like just reading the label and seeing it yourself, you're going to do great at this.
I love that. I hope you guys are writing this down and taking notes, because when I spoke to Janelle today, I'm like, girl, you just blew my mind. We're doing a podcast. We should have recorded the whole conversation. She's just had me so fired up. And so I love that. Such great perspective is that, I want to touch on something that we spoke about today. And I know that we were going to bring this up. So something that you mentioned, right, was you didn't necessarily need this business, because as we hear, you're an established entrepreneur. You've got a lot of things going. Girl, you wear so many hats. I don't know how you keep up. So what I love is so many people, we talk about this in this business, will say, they don't need this, so I'm not going to bring it up to them. I'm not going to mention this opportunity. Like, someone could have overlooked you because they would have said, she doesn't need it. So can you just touch on that? What your perspective on that, why you don't need it, but why you're doing this?
Absolutely. Well, I started the product because I was sick and tired of getting the $20 big jug of sawdust in a jar called collagen that didn't work. And I was getting frustrated because, just like Jennifer, I'll be 50 soon. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to fight Mother Nature until hell freezes over, and then I'm going to fight her on the ice. So I was approached by Meg, a longtime friend, and she's like, you know what? You need to get on my collagen. I was like, no, I'm a fitness expert. I know all about collagen. And little did I know it was recalled because it had metal in it and plastic. Long story short, I was like, had to do the call of shame. I was like, Meg, I got to try that collagen. And I got on it. I got on the trim, did that combo. Long story short, 2.5, 3 months later, my facialist, my massage therapist, my husband, my chiropractor, people that do a lot of energy work and body work on me that see me every other 2 weeks, they were like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're leaner. they almost were concerned. They're like, you're looking better than ever. That should not be happening now. You're approaching 50. So then I was being sold on the products. And I was like, okay, being a fitness expert here, I know there's something magical. Oh, it's the collagen hyaluronic acid matrix technology with 7 patents. I started researching Asma Ishak. And I fell in love with her story. And then I fell in love with the people in the company. And then I was like, sign me up. I want to become a partner. And then I was like, all of my VIP queens that I coach, you need to get in on this because it is scientifically proven. It's not hype. And you don't need a huge social media following. It's about connecting. I started my career 20 years ago. 2 decades. So long story short, I didn't have cell phones. We didn't have apps. We didn't have Instagram. We had calling people and saying, hey, how are you doing? Oh, you're looking good. We're using, I really like this product. Word of mouth. If you can talk to people from a genuine part in your heart, you will succeed. No matter how slow or fast, that doesn't matter. As long as you build your genuine business based on integrity and you don't have commission breath, trying to sell people, jumping out of bushes like, hey, you want to try my collagen? That's not the right time and place to talk to people at like funerals or weddings. It's not about that. It's about being ready, being prepared, knowing your stuff, having your ducks in a row, and being ready to share and support and connect. You just got to open up your heart chakra, connect to people where they are, and be willing to listen. And that's what really helped me get a leg up. And I care about my people so much. I was like, if I can help raise the way you look, biohack your body, your beauty, and now your business, like, let's go. It's showtime.
I love all of this. So good. And something you said today that stuck with me was impact equals income. So all
Yes,
of you, impact equals income. Stop going out looking for the money, look for the impact and the
yeah,
income will follow. And I think that's such a important note to, just write
yeah,
that down and remember that. So
that's
what
right.
is one action that you're taking consistently right now daily to build your business and your customer pod?
Absolutely. I don't want to say build my pipeline, but yes, I'm on social media. Yes, I have a large following, but I really don't rely on that. That's like fun. Like, hey, I'm using this. I need to connect. I need to reach out. I need to connect with people solo, or I'm doing podcasts to educate, not just sell, sell, sell. Education that's also an entertaining way. So it's like edutainment, if you will. So make it fun, make it lighthearted, make it knowledgeable, make it worth people's time. People don't have time. So you got to grab them. You got to grab them fast, but with sincerity, and also just reaching out to people, using your marketing know-how. We're all marketers on some level. Like, learn more to earn more. I love that saying, that catchphrase that I kind of coined. If you're learning more about your business, you're going to earn more. And watch what the masters are doing. Look, Jennifer's here sharing her time. A lot of the top leaders are here sharing their knowledge with you. They want you to grow. So tap into the network, tap into the leaders, listen to them, watch and learn, be willing and able to grow. And I think people want this magic wand, like, oh, I want my whole entire team to be built overnight. No, Rome wasn't built in a day, but it was built one brick at a time, very solidly. And so, you're going to have seasons where it's going to be like, we're getting rushed into the holiday season. Let's kill it. And then the New Year's new you, let's go. So ride these waves and have fun and build friendships as you go. And people will come around. If you keep integrity, like with Meg, she never forced me. It was like a good 3 to 5 months that I was saying no and no. And like, I was like really turned off by it. But then something clicked and the blocks were removed. And I said, you know what? She's a really good person. She's a woman of integrity. Let me just try this. I do need a high quality luxury collagen. And that's when I had that download, and God really spoke to me, contact Meg about that collagen. And I think it was more than just anti-aging benefits. It was more of impact. And here we are. When you have impact, income will naturally follow.
I love that. And so you kind of already answered my last question that I was going to answer, what was going to ask you. So I want to throw this at you, and I think you're going to be able to handle it. But just tell everyone, like, truthfully, that one thing, one tip. What's your
Yeah.
one piece of advice right now for somebody that's sitting here? Because there's so many brand new faces on here tonight, and it
Yes.
can be intimidating. Not everybody
Yeah.
is where we are, right? We've spent all these years building our brands and our businesses and our
Yeah.
confidence, and not everybody's in that place at this
Yeah.
moment. So what's that one piece of advice that you would give to them to, just kind of sprinkle some love that way?
Absolutely. I would say, you know what? You have to want to be successful, like breathing. You got to get serious. This isn't dilly-dallying. This isn't like beat around the mulberry bush and just pussyfoot around. This is like serious work. So take it seriously. What you put into anything, whether it's this, a relationship, a marriage, your workouts, whatever you put in, you're going to get out. That's the law of karma. And I did not write that. So understand that what you put in, you're going to get out. So if you want to half step it, you're going to get half stepping results at the end of the day. And when you look in the mirror, that's on you, not anyone else. You can't blame the economy, this person, my network. People don't like it, whatever. You got to be persistent. So persistence, and also have self-respect. Like look at yourself and say, would I want to listen to this person? Am I pulled together? Am I polished? Do I know my stuff? Do I look at this person as an expert? Like, would I hold them in high regard? Work on yourself. That's what I love about this company. We're always working on ourselves to have a better vibration. Your vibe attracts your tribe. If you want to attract this type of clientele that are going to have these high quality medical grade luxury supplements, then look that part straight up. And I'm not pulling any punches here. And I had to get real with myself. So when you get real with yourself and you're 1000% in, you're going to get 1000% results. You get in, you get what you put in.
I love that. Thank you so, so much. I mean, like literally I could talk to you and Bernadette all night. I was like, oh God, I got to cram this in so quick for everybody. And you're both just so incredible. What I want to share with all of you right now is that what you don't know about Bernadette and JNL is that both of them come from a long line of generations that were one way and one way of thinking and one way of living and one way of doing. And both of them are the one in their family that are breaking those generational chains, are stopping the patterns and have committed to changing not only their own lives, but their families' lives, and then creating more impact for others, the ripple effect. When Jen talked about turning doubt into belief, the key to success right now is forever is making decisions based on your goals, not your mood. And I love that because you're going to have bad days. You're going to have moments of self-doubt. You're going to have times where you're going to quit. You're going to have, moments of discouragement. What are your goals? What is your why? Right? You hear it all the time. When you know your why, the how-to is easy. So in order to execute the goals, you got to know your why. It's so important. And what I love about both of them is that they're each different and yet the same. And the common denominator is the will to succeed. If you've got the will to succeed, you can do anything. There's so much golden nuggets in both of them. And I'm telling you, I'm going to just wind up doing I'm doing a podcast with JNL next week. We have to. I'm going to do a freaking podcast with Bernadette. And we're just going to continue to pour into all of you because I think there's just so much gold there that I couldn't fill in just, this short amount of time. But I hope that you took notes. I hope that you wrote things down. And I hope that you can see that anything is possible if you believe it, because you're capable of doing anything here. So plug in, ask the questions, stay consistent, show up, and you guys will have the success that you're looking for. So let's make October massive because we're going into Black Friday. You guys know it's our biggest time of year. Get out there, have conversations. Don't be afraid. And I love all of you guys. Thank you guys for your interviews tonight and your time. Thank you all for